Well, hello and welcome to Roland's Reviews. StreamYard crashed. If you can hear me, hello. Um, and we'll see if we can get the stream going again. Everything was set up. And if you can hear me, please say hello. All right. As you come in, oh boy. Okay, let's see what we. Okay, yes. Well, I'm working to see if I can get StreamYard going again here. Thank you, John. I am working on it. Okay, let me see. So you can hear me. That's great. All righty, let me check. Can you see my screen? Someone please type yes. Okay, Tijuana. um, Someone do me a favor. If you can see me and hear me, please something because StreamYard crashed on me twice. Can you see my screen? Someone please say hello or so. Okay, Tijuana. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for sticking with me. If you lose me again, um StreamYard has crashed twice today. So I do appreciate you hanging around with me and holding on. Okay, you can see and you can hear. Yeah. So if again, I'm warning everyone, if you lose me, um if you can't hear me or you can't see me again, um that is StreamYard. They have crashed twice. So, yeah, hit the like button for me if you're familiar with this story. Let me know. I will do the roll call momentarily. It is a mess. So the woke crowd is at it again, and so I had to jump on so we could talk about it and discuss why they're doing what they're doing. Uh, and it's just ridiculous. Okay. All righty. Share the stream out, folks, please. If you um, have Facebook, if you have Truth Social. Florida, you still can't see me? I'm not on screen because I just have I have it on the screen where you can't. Thank you so much, Tina. I know. I just got in from work, and I didn't have time to really get myself together the way I normally like to. So I'm live, but I'm not on screen. But I promise I will be on screen tomorrow. Thank you, John. I promise tomorrow I'll make up for it. Okay. Sometimes, when I jump on when I get off from work, um, I just I just quickly jump on. I don't have time to really, do anything. How you doing, Malik? Okay, let's go ahead and do this roll call. Chris, how are you doing? Glad you're here. Florida, of course, the channel, the station manager is here. And Tina is also the station manager. They helped me to keep this channel going. And I could not run this station without them. They are always here. And just know that it is greatly appreciated. I appreciate them. I appreciate you. There are thousands of content creators. You could be anywhere, but you're here. All right, Mare is here. How you doing, love? Tijuana Border Jumper, of course, is here. Baldwin Birds. Baldwin Birds. I'm going to jump into it. Now, I know this chat section is always very naughty, and I love it. I'm telling you, when I'm having a down day and I get on with all of you, you bring me out of the dumps, literally and figuratively. Also update. Yes, okay, Chris. Yes. Tijuana Border Jumper, Jesse Waters. All right. Yeah, Jesse Waters prompt. He is just, oh my God, it's hilarious. Technical difficult. Yeah, for now it's okay. I can only hear you. Okay. Miss Rowland. Thank you, John. But you know how it is when you get off from work. And I had to go out feed the cat, and I had to water all the plant. I had so many things running around. And I said, I have got to get on. And I know all of you are going to be awfully naughty, and I love it. All right, so let me read this. And you know, in the age of woke, there's a 12-foot big back black woman bronze statue placed in Times Square, and people are laughing. I mean, they are ridiculing. I mean, what the heck is this? What is this? An honor for Big Tish before she's indicted. What the heck is it? Everyone is like, who the heck is this woman? Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you so much, love. And so in the age of woke, you know, what is this supposed to prove? Mayor, yes. Oh my God. So I'm going to play that. This is a DEI statue. You know that. And what is it celebrating? Again, Tina. I know Tina's going to say something crazy. Tina, the first thing I thought of, are they trying to honor Big Tish before Big Tish goes to the big house? Come on. It's scary. And then everyone is ridiculing and laughing at it. If you were going to put a statue, and people are like, who is this? What has she done? Whose idea was this statue, and how much did it cost? And Tina, you know who's paying for it, the taxpayers. But I'm saying I can't with these people. Let me play this video. It makes no sense. Yeah, Monique, yes, hideous DEI statue. All people are doing is laughing at it. Oh my God, Tina, I'm still trying to get to the bottom of this. I told y'all I haven't been home from work terribly long, but oh my God. Tell me in the comment section what you think about it. I'm going to start the video and we'll all get a laugh. Hit the like button, folks. Share this out. And you know, I'm going to read your comments here. Yeah, Monique. Right, that's their way of honoring. We can replace it with President Trump. Tina, yeah, shit. I mean, this is ridiculous. Here we go.
Democrats have been on a statue jihad since the summer of love. Christopher Columbus, Teddy Roosevelt, George Washington, even Honest Abe, even Frederick Douglass all got torn down. Statues are important. They tell the American story. But the left wants to desecrate and forget our heroes and erect their own statues. In Times Square, a giant statue of the black woman just went up. And when I heard about the statue, I was open-minded. American heroes come in all shapes and sizes. Who is this woman? What did she do to get a statue? A nice one, too. Nothing. This isn't a real person. It's a DEI statue. The sculptor says she's a fictional character who's meant to contrast the statues of white men in Times Square, like Father Duffy, a World War I hero who actually accomplished something. The artist calls this fake lady a modern-day David. The contrapposto pose of her body and the ease of her stance is a subtle nod to Michelangelo's David.
News flash, folks. I've actually been to Italy. I've been there physically, and I've taken pictures, and I've seen the statue of David. What this reminds me of. John, oh no, I just want blind. John said he wants to be blind for a minute. John, you please behave, Chubbs. Okay, now I need to read this statement from Stephanie, because Stephanie, we have said this. The symbol with the Democrats, it's all about symbolism. They're not going to do anything for you, but it's psychology. Yes, Stephanie, I'm talking about psychology right now in my class. I'm teaching an objective on psychology. You hit the nail on the head. I don't need symbolism. They can keep that crap. John Chubbs, do you have your eyesight back? Oh my God. Tina says, a modern day David, I don't think so. This is demonic. Yeah, when I was a child, if I had seen this, I would have been honored. Really? They couldn't put a nice, healthy person. You put an obese Black woman there, and she has her hands on her hips, and she looks miserable. Oh my, I'm doing Isaiah. How you doing, dear? Tell me what your thoughts are. I'm going to Chicago Hoods is just laughing. Yes, Mayor, you know it. How much did the taxpayers waste? Oh my God. Listen to this, Monique. Jeez. Oh my God.
Huh. David was a celebration of the human form. Not sure what this statue's celebrating. If you were going to put up a fake statue, why not make her happy and healthy? Not slap a big scowl on her face and her hands on her hips. This is what they want us to aspire to be? If you work hard, you can be overweight and anonymous? They don't like...
If you work hard, you can be overweight and anonymous. I can't with him. Tell me what your thoughts are in the stream. Oh my God.
Real statues because it reminds them of our society's merit-based system. They want a society based on equity, where achievement isn't celebrated, equal outcomes are. So they celebrate mediocrity instead of triumph. Our nation has hundreds of statues honoring Black Americans, as we should.
Oh my God, Mayor, stop it. Mayor said how... Oh my God. Mayor said, how did Letitia earn this? Mayor, you behave. Tijuana Border Jumper, thank you so much for the super chat. Let me send you some hearts. I cannot. Share this stream out. We all need a laugh, folks. This is hilarious. How you doing, partner? Chef Fine is wine. Oh my God. Partner, did you see this this monstrosity that they placed in Times Square? Chicago Hood driving home. Be safe, dear. Jason, how are you? A statue dedicated to mortgage fraud. Jason, you're just joining the chat. My question was, are they honoring Big Tish before she's indicted? What the heck is this all about? Oh my God. Rich B, how you doing, love? Oh my God. All right, let me go ahead. Let me play some more.
Harriet Tubman, Duke Ellington, Jackie Robinson, Rosa Parks. We could go on and on and on. But they've built a statue in Times Square. They could have done it for Michelle Obama or Kamala Harris or Oprah Winfrey. Usually you have to earn a statue. I'd give one to Jalen Brunson. He's carrying the Knicks on his back. Anyone but a fake lady. So what does New York think about the DEI statue?
Now everyone look at that picture. Does she not look miserable? She looks like she looks like she wants to kill someone. She looks miserable. Stephanie, Darla, how you doing, love? Darla said cooking, listening, and laughing. Darla, we're all laughing. Stephanie says, considering the paradigm shift occurring in Burkina Faso, we should not join in on the degradation of our people. Unfortunately, we do not control our image in this country. But you know what, Stephanie? I agree with what Jesse said. We're laughing to keep from crying. But and that's what we do here. But again, why not a statue of someone who's actually done something? And Jesse said, Oprah, even though we know about Oprah or someone else. This is crazy. John, I don't know, Miss Rowland. It's as cute as my mule. Okay. Oh. Yes. Trish, say it again for the people in the back. She looks like yes. Thank you, partner. Oh my God, why not put someone there who's smiling? She looks like she is ready to kill. New York should be embarrassed. Tina, that's people are laughing and ridiculing this statue. Like, what the heck? Take this DEI statue away. New York should be, yeah, I mean, this is crazy. Trish said that's that resting bish face. Yes, it's terrible. Yes, Rich, you're not Rich. You're not the only person that said that. It looks like she has an attitude. She looks upset. Monique said my brain can't process it. Monique, I can't either. They need to take that down. I'm sorry, but they need to. Let's listen to what some New Yorkers are saying.
Do you know who this woman is?
No.
I have no idea. No.
Nope.
I have no idea. No.
No, I do not.
Do you have any idea of maybe something that she accomplished that got her a statue?
Something with equal rights? I don't know.
Something to do with like the Black community.
Part of the BLM movement?
What if I told you she accomplished nothing?
Really?
It's supposed to embody everybody. Does that make sense to you?
No.
I think I feel totally represented by that.
You do?
No.
I feel like it's a good representation for New York, especially because it's towards the BBW women and a lot
I'm sorry,
of people,
what's BBW?
big black, like the big black women.
What do you think about her pose? Is that a good pose?
No, I don't think she's happy to be here.
People are comparing it to Michelangelo's David. How do you think it stacks up?
She's wearing more clothes.
She's not naked.
No.
Would it be better if she were?
That's a tough question.
Who do you think she voted for?
I would say Trump.
I think she voted for Trump.
Probably Kamala.
Why do you think that?
Black Lives Matter.
Probably didn't vote
Why?
because she's stuck here the whole day. She couldn't get to the polls.
How does she make you feel?
Tell me what your thoughts are, Isaiah. This is horrible. Yes, Mayor, angry black woman. It's a disgrace. Yeah, it's a stereotype. Oh my God, John, that's her natural look every time she's on TV. You got that right. Tell me, I swear this looks like Big Tish. I don't care what anyone said. Tijuana Border Jumper, thank you for the super chat. I will send you some more hearts. Someone type in the comment section, who do you think she looks like? She looks like Big Tish to me. Trish, Darla, let me get Darla. Ruby, her knickers are in a knot, obviously from the expression on her face. Yes. Oh my God. Trish, DEI doesn't benefit Black Pill the most. Yeah, and we don't need, again, like Stephanie said, it's symbolism. We don't need symbolism. Okay, that's not what we need. The big cheese. Kevin Samuels, the Godfather, preached about this image of modern day Black women, and it's gone mainstream. Yes, he did. Ruby, maybe it is a big shame. Letitia James prototype. Oh my God. I need to read. Ruby had another statement. She looks miserable because her clothes are too small. Darla, there are hundreds of Black ladies in history they could honor. Right, Darla, but they decided to, like I said, put this monstrosity in Times Square. This is what we're doing now. John, where's David with his 4 stones? Trish, it does. It really does, and that because that's always her face. I swear that looks like Big Tish. How you doing, Portola? Jasmine Crockett's mama. Oh my God. How you doing, Gary? She looks like Big Tish. Yeah, she really does. All jokes aside, she looks like Big Tish. Chicago Hood says modern day mammy. Monique, how do you pay homage to someone who is being investigated? Woo! Shots fired. Mayor, Tish saying I'm going after Trump. Okay, yeah, that's how she was looking initially. She doesn't look now that they're investigating her for mortgage fraud. Not so much. How you doing, Urban Commute? A bunch of New York dingbats. Yes. Okay, let's finish.
Like a baddie.
What a beautiful piece standing in the middle of Times Square. What a beautiful time.
Jimmy Fail is the host of Fox News Saturday Night.
There it is.
Have you checked this statue out?
I have watched it. It is not quite Michelangelo's David. It's more like Michelangelo's Lizzo, if we're going to be honest. And when I say Michelangelo, I mean the migrant dressed as the Ninja Turtle, Michelangelo.
Oh, that Michelangelo.
That's hanging out in Times Square.
The one that my son plays with.
Amen. Everything wrong with liberals is they're into slacktivism over activism, meaning this is supposed to be outreach to the minority community, changing a statue. But you don't improve test scores or lower crime by changing what a...
Exactly. Like Stephanie said, symbolism. I don't need symbolism. Work on the crime rate. Work on the failing schools. I see some excellent comments here. Darla, the face of someone whose credit card was declined. Ruby has an excellent one. This is a representation of diabetes, obesity, and high cholesterol. Oh my God. Stephanie, thank you for shining a light on this story. We are descendants of freedmen. We are seeds. Let them mock as they always have been doing since 1619 and before. They cannot function without us. Stephanie, and this is what the Democrats do. So some people who don't know what's going on think, oh, they're honoring you. They're honoring Black people. No, they're not. They are. This is a mockery. Okay. Mayor, that's what we're trying to find out, dear. Hit that like button for me, folks. Hit that share button if you have Facebook, if you have Truth Social. Let's bring some more people into the conversation. Maybe people are just coming home and they don't know what's going on in Times Square. Vote for Urban Commute. Vote for Curtis Swawa for a Republican mayor this upcoming November, and this will be removed. Okay, Urban. Okay, Chicago says she's a thought. Oh my God. Woo, this is hilarious. Let me finish this.
A pigeon goes potty on in the park, because that's ultimately what a statue, that's its impact on society, is it's a restroom for things that fly. But you understand, it's called, I love this. I looked at the placard. It's called Grounded in the Stars. That's what this is supposed to mean.
What does that mean?
Well, it's a fancy way of saying you're grounded in weed and bum pee, because what is in Times Square right now? And if you wanted to make a statue that memorialized the women of Times Square, it would be a hooker with an Adam's apple. Let's be honest. This is embarrassing.
It's insulting, because there's so many other great statues you could put up: black, white, skinny, obese. It doesn't matter. It's about the accomplishment, not what they look like. It's just an identity politics statue.
It's total scam. Think about this. DC has a statue of Marion Barry. He was elected mayor twice. Now, the statue does have a crack in it. Hey, there it is. And you know how you mentioned maybe we should make one for Michelle Obama? That is actually a no, because she would complain forever. Would you want to be that sculptor? Yo, she is the Meghan Markle of politics. She complained about everything. But the point is, there are people to honor, and there's really one point. When you tear down statues, what people don't get is, yes, those folks didn't share our values, but the reason our values evolved is because of those folks. They were the best people in the world at the time who moved the ball forward on behalf of this country. That's why it's a scam. What did she move forward besides a rolling pin on a pie she was making?
Are you sure this isn't Tish James?
No.
Are you sure?
Do you want to know why?
Why?
Because she would have been devaluing the value of the statue, saying it was only worth $4 million, it was probably worth 12.
All right, one day we're going to have a statue of Jimmy in Times Square.
It's going to be hot.
And I'm going to topple it.
Yeah, good for you.
And it's going to be hard.
I love it.
Thank you, Tijuana Border Jumper, for your super chat. Tijuana Border Jumper has an excellent choice. Why not Condoleezza Rice or Winsome Sears? Yes, exactly. Tijuana Border Jumper, you've been here for a while. You know, I absolutely love Condoleezza Rice. They never, ever mention her name. The Big Cheap, John, pigeons wouldn't dare to sit on Big Trish. Buzzards, maybe. Big Cheese. I hope that as a group, Black women take this symbolic insult serious and get on code and demand this statue be removed permanently. This is not Big Cheese. Exactly. That's what we're saying. But the sad part is, Big Cheese, a lot of people don't realize that they're being mocked. They think, oh, this is great. I mean, it's a Black woman. So remember, with the left, you know, it's It's about symbolism. It's about, oh, look, look at what we did for Black people. And they're not doing anything for you except mocking you. That's all they're doing. Oh my God. And people, it's just sad. People don't realize. I mean, everyone, all of us here realize that it's nothing to be proud of, right? But some people are just so glad. Oh, it's Black, right? Forget that. Take that crap down. Again, that identity politics crap, it needs to go. So I wanted to share that with you, and then I have another video to share with you. Because I was watching Antoine Daniels earlier, and he's saying the same thing. When I first watched it, and I watched his video, I'm like, he feels the same way. So then I didn't feel so bad, because I'm like, what is this about? This is nothing, this isn't something that we need to be proud of. Okay, hit the like button, folks, hit the share button. So let me share this with you. And so again, the left is at it again. But we know, all right, let me see. Here we go. So again, I don't feel so bad now because I watched some other YouTubers and I wanted to see how they felt about this, and they feel the same way. How you doing, OG Life? Hit the like button for me, please. How you doing, Prosperity? And so thank you, Chubbs. So let me, like I said, I liked his commentary. I looked at Anthony Logan's. No one likes this. People who know what's going on and know that they're being mocked, they don't like it. Ruby, whoever put that thing up there, cornbread is not done in the middle. Laurie, how you doing? Stephanie, hands on the hips equals attitude. Stephanie, yes. Front is saggy and clothing non-intentional with mindset, lack of empowerment. This statue is not displaying any form of statuesque posture. Stephanie, right. We need to share the word. Tell people this is not this is nothing to be proud of. Okay? You are being mocked and you don't know it. Come on, folks. How you doing? U.S. Army retired. Thank you for your service, sir. John, that's right. Chubbs, thank you for your service, sir. No notice again. U.S. Army, you know whose fault it is. So let's listen to this.
Turning heads, it's making people not only stop and stare, but also reflect. A rare feat in the middle of one of the busiest places in the world. Zinnia Maldonado shows us why.
At 12 feet tall, in the middle of Times Square, stands a bronze sculpture of a young woman.
It's instantly stood out. It's powerful.
It's so tall and big.
The sculpture, created by artist Thomas Price, was unveiled at Duffy Square last week, and in just a matter of days, it has stopped hundreds in their tracks. Who is she? Well, technically, she's whoever you want her to be.
Me being a plus-size Black woman, I kind of looking at it was like, oh, I wonder what me as a small child would have thought looking at something like that. Representation.
The piece is part.
This is the dumbest thing that we've ever seen in our entire life. How did we get here? Honestly, how did we get here? How does this make sense? Just honestly. Like, even if you are not all the way together, who aspires to have a fupa and to be a I remember you had to actually accomplish something to get a statue in life. You know what I'm saying? Like, you had to actually do something and it had to be great at something. But this representation shit is just out of control. It's just, maybe, I don't know. Maybe I just woke up on the wrong side of the bed today.
So tell me what you think. I have a lot of people joining the chat. We think this is a mockery. This is nothing to be proud of. Please tell us what your thoughts are on this 12-foot obese, big back Black woman in Times Square. These kids will think it's the boogeyman. U.S. Army said this is their DEI statue. That's what, and they're likening it to David. Give me a break, people. Oh my God.
I'm tired from traveling because I had to fly here, and I don't know. Honestly, I genuinely don't know, but it just doesn't make sense to me. And honest to God, when somebody, and I would love to know, and hopefully they show us during this whole segment here, when somebody said, yo, I'm about to set out to do a statue and I'm about to put it in Times Square along with the founding fathers and all of these other statues, and you go over to Wall Street and you got the bull, right? And you got the little girl and all of this stuff that's happening out in life. And then you go over to, I don't know, Los Angeles, and you see Kobe Bryant and all of these different things that
Lisa, you need to see the face up close. She has a scowl on her face. She looks miserable. And I think Lisa just came in. They're doing this to mock black people, because you know how they do on the leftist loonies do. Oh, here, now look, we're your friend. And then they put something up that mocks you or denigrates you. Darla, it's almost like they planned on making a statue of the worst stereotypical black woman possible. Okay, Darla said it. Exactly. That's what we're talking about. Like this is, how all black women are, right? Oh my God. This is awful. Okay, I'll continue.
That we see, and Jerry West and the great statues that we see. Who set out and said, yo, and why is the black woman looking like this? Why is this the representation of what black women need to be? When the woman was just talking on the camera and she said, if I was a little girl, and what I wonder what I would have thought if I would have looked, looked at this when I was a little kid. What exactly would you would have thought?
Big back, big back, big back, big back. Might just get a Big Mac. I'm just saying, you couldn't put a healthy person up there. Come on now. Come on, New York, do better.
When children look at stuff and they aspire for things in life, do you think that they look at this and they say, you know what, this makes so much sense. I want to be this lady when I grow up. It looked crazy, man. It's absolutely insane. And I just don't know where the plot went. I don't know what happened in life. How do we get here, bro? Seriously, genuinely. And this don't have nothing to do with hate. This don't have nothing to do with anything. But even if you're going to create it,
and I'm playing his video, but I have not. I'm telling you, I looked at other YouTubers today. No one likes this statue. No one. They're like, what the heck is this? So I'm not the only one. He's not. I mean, everyone that I watched is like, what the heck? Okay. They decided, well, Lisa, with the leftist loonies, they want to, of course, they tore down all those statues during the George Floyd riots. Any white male statues, they tore those down. Right? Tijuana, Sapphire Stereotype. Exactly. From, what was that show? Amos and Andy. You're right. Mayor, looks like the designer had an attitude. So Venus and Serena Williams would have been better. Chicago Hood. Right. There are plenty of other black. You could have put, a statue of a black woman who has accomplished something, and they have. So again, this is what you're doing for representation. You have a DEI statue that's scowling and that's overweight with her hands on her hips. Come on now. New York, please do better. Baldwin-Burrs, and of course the statue is in New York. Of course. Okay. Chris said, don't get it. Chris, I don't either. And again, think of all the horrible things the Democrats have done to America. And of course, all they're concerned with now is trying to keep as many of these illegal immigrants over here as long as they possibly can. And then they say, oh, Black people, we have something for you. Hold up. We didn't forget you. And this is what they gave. I cannot with these. This is crazy. I don't get this. OG, I'm glad they're taking that mess down in June, but it should have never been approved to be put up. We'll see. OG, I hope they will. I was hoping people would protest and just get it out, because, they tore down all those other statues. You know how the loonies were about, oh my God, this person owned a slave. You know how they were during the George Floyd riots. Stephanie, we must understand if people see themselves as separate from you, they will possess the mindset of being superior and will only show anyone else as less than. White people use nonverbal disdain. Okay, Stephanie. Ruby, they have a hippo statue right outside of Grand Central State. Woo! Ruby. Oh my God, someone got Ruby started. Why do they need another one? Right. Chicago Hood. Next would be a statue of Brandon Johnson in Chicago. Oh my God, Mayor. Prosperity will flip. Tijuana Border Jumper, thank you so much, dear, for your super chat. Ruby, oh my God, I knew everyone was going to make me laugh. Hit that like button for me, folks. I have about 57 people in here. Only 37 people have hit the like button. James, the statue represents where the welfare line starts. Okay, James. Oh my goodness. Okay, you see what Prosperity said? I can see Prosperity being arrested. That they better not erect a statue of Brandon Johnson, because Prosperity will totally lose it and flip. So please, Chicago, do not erect a Brandon Johnson statue. Big Cheese. Black women must let the New York Chamber of Commerce know this is discrimination against modern day Black women in the United States. Big Cheese, what have I been saying about the leftist loonies? They discriminate against Americans. They only do for the illegals, people who are not citizens. Be careful, Chicago, since you're still driving, love. Laurie said, whoever did this statue doesn't realize they're making fun. And then Laura, they do, sometimes they do know and they just don't care. It's, the joke is on, on us. Well, if they put a mohawk up in Chicago, he could land jets on his head. All right, Chubbs. Oh my God. Here we go.
Part of a series called Grounded in the Stars, which Gene Cooney, director of Times Square Art, says confronts preconceived
notions.
Is
that the lady that made it? This lady right here?
Which Gene Cooney, director of...
All right, here's the Gene Cooney. This is the lady responsible. So you all wanted to see it. So here it is. That's why I'm still playing the video. Woo, this is hilarious. Oh my God. Look at the mug on the statue. Looks like someone stole her Big Mac. Oh my God. U.S. Army retired. I said that. That's why I started singing the Big Back song. Big back, big back, big back, big back. Might just get a Big Mac. Oh my God. That's part of the Big Back song. Woo, this is too much. I cannot. Oh my God. Woo. Let's see what she has to say.
Is she the director? Is she the one that authorized it? Who gave the permit for this to be in Times Square? Is she the person or what?
Times Square Art says confronts preconceived notions of identity and representation.
To have this work here is making a statement, potentially asking questions about what we value as a city, as a society, and hopefully it's a tribute to our shared humanity.
Tourists and New Yorkers we spoke with expressed different interpretations of what she represents to them.
It's a plus size woman. I'm a plus size man. I'm African American. It's an African American woman statue. So just seeing another piece for me to stop and just have a moment with was very powerful.
So now we find the zestiest man that we can find. And we are celebrating being plus size. No, we're not celebrating making sure that we get our BMI down, that we make sure we get our...
All right, let me get rid of this. Okay, so Let me see. Let me get rid of the commercial. Where did we ever think she put her hands on her hips so people could see her implant? Oh God, Tina, that's what I swear. They'll never admit it, but I'm saying that's Big Tish.
We're not celebrating good health. We're not doing none of that. We're just validating experiences. And then they find a young gentleman who admits that he is plus size, and he's saying that this is a representation of him. So wait a minute. A black man is saying a black woman is a representation of him. You could be the most feminist person in the world. You could be the most diversity, equity, and inclusion in the world. I believe, and don't sit here and hit me with that artist subjective shit. I believe that every person that looks at this as a representation of them should be disappointed. And whoever the artist is that said that this is what a black woman is supposed to look like. Briefcase booty, fupa, shirt too small, pulling up, hands on the hips, maybe look like they about to steal from Walmart or walk out on the restaurant bill. Who knows? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't imagine that anybody that is taking a picture of this is saying, you know what, this is great. I want to just, I would imagine that it's a bad joke. Literally, it has to be a bad joke. No way in the world that somebody created this. And it's a 12-foot bronze statue, which means it probably costs a bag. It probably costed a pretty penny.
Do you know the taxpayers? Someone said it earlier. Do you know the taxpayers of New York footed the bill for this? Smart answer. How you doing, love? The statue looks like a ghetto person from the project. She knows all the gossip that goes on in the hood. Smart answer just got here, and he knows, yeah, what's going on with this statue. Yeah, exactly. Hit the like button, folks. If you have Facebook, if you have Truth Social, share this on any form of social media that you have. All of you, I agree. That will get violated possibly on a protest. Okay, smart answer.
I might be done for the night after this one.
So just seeing another piece for me to stop and just have a moment with was very powerful.
If you look at the eyes, it's looking straight at something, it's focused, it's purposeful.
The sculpture proves to be a well-liked juxtaposition placed among the more traditional statues in Times Square, which is the goal, according to officials, of placing said artwork in such a significant area.
Coming from a person of color background as well, it's really nice to see something come across as like this everyday person that
a person of color background. That's how they finessed y'all in the first place. They finessed y'all by making y'all think that y'all all a part of the crew, and now everybody is just validating bad experiences.
looks a little bit out of place, but I also think that's because of where we are standing. It might not look out of place if everything in our surrounding reflected everyday life more to us.
Nah.
So what do you think, folks? So again, from what I was looking at earlier, they're saying, well, you know, they have all these white men here, so we need representation. So this is what they came up with. Mayor said, I won't go there again. Looks like they found a bunch of liberal idiots to film. How many did they cut out? Right, U.S. Army, but that is New York, so. Clothes from Lululemon. Okay, Mayor. Oh my God.
I'm good, fam. It don't make sense to me. I don't think that this is a good representation. I could have thought of 1,000 different things that probably looked a lot better and would make sense. Number one, I just don't think that this is just not a good look, honest to God. In my personal opinion, and they say that art is subjective, and then I could just, you know what I'm saying, also give my perspective on what I think that this means and what I think it represents. I think it represents a lot of bad things. I don't see anything good that comes from this. It doesn't make sense to me. I don't think that it's also a reflection of most of the women that I know personally, the great women that I know personally. They wouldn't look at this and say, oh, this makes sense to me. And I can't wait to send this video, this reaction video that I did to my mom and see what she thinks. And my mom is a hardcore liberal. She don't know that she really conservative or she a hardcore Democrat. She don't really know.
Chubb said we found Bigfoot. It's standing in Times Square. Trish said those are stretch pants. Oh God. Oh my, right, Laurie? Again, they're mocking Black Americans, and you have people, oh yeah, this is one, just because, what are the Democrats, what do they always do? They always, because you hear, when I talk to liberals, well, at least they have Black people, you know, when you talk about, they put Black people in positions. And so the liberals know. How you doing, Tijuana Border Jumper? Thank you for the super chat, love. It's D from Good Times, all grown up. Oh my God, Tijuana, you behave. Oh my God. So I'm saying that's what they do. The left always, they will always, you know, put a Black person here or there. So say, see, look, you know, we have Black people in positions that, you know, and they'll say the Republicans don't. We like you. No, they don't. Smart answer, right? Look very ugly straight out. Right. If they did that to an American Native woman, I would be highly mad. Right, Tina? Tina, not right. You're exactly right. This is not good. Okay, let's go ahead.
That her views is more or less aligned with me, but you know how it is. Our families and Black people, they always vote Democrat and they always believe in DEI, even though it doesn't benefit them. But I would be curious to see what she thought about this, and I would be curious to also see what y'all think about this inside of the chat. Make sure you guys, the jokes live.
Like I said, the McDonald's smart answer said this a result of a McDonald's diet. Oh my God. I have so I saw this and I was like, what the hey? OMG. So let me show you. Oh my God. I can't with these people. I cannot. I have a little website that I pulled up, and they're calling it on the Daily Mail, they're calling it the woke statue. And I've shared the links that I've been using here. You know how it is when I end the video in the description box, you can pull up the there you go. Pull up if you want to watch, you know, the videos on their own or whatever. So yeah, this is from the Daily Mail. Now I'll see if this will. Woke new statue in Times Square sparks instant mockery. Instant mockery. Okay. A new bronze statue in Times Square that was meant to listen, look at this, folks. You can't make this up. Hold on. Was meant to combat racism, received instant mockery for being obnoxious and reinforcing stereotypes about women of color. How is this grotesque statue combating racism? What a bad example of Black women. Yes, Mayor. Roland, you always bring the fun. You know what, Tijuana? You bring some fun yourself, dear. Oh my God. Woo, I knew when I got on here I said, oh my God, they're going to crack me up. I know they are. I try to maintain my composure, but sometimes the things that you say, I just lose it. Okay, so did I read that? Let me see. Okay. The statue, and this is the title of it, Grounded in the Stars by Thomas J. Price, a 12-foot tall woman intended to be a stark contrast of two statues in Duffy Square of Father Francis Duffy and George Cohen. In a culture that increasingly encourages a faster pace, Grounded in the Stars is an introspective meditation on humanity, the artist's website says. The work was created with the idea of disrupting traditional ideas of what a triumphant figure and challenges should be defined as, the website continues. The statue depicts a woman in a plain t-shirt and pants with braided hair, an expressionless face, and her hands resting on her hips. Price's work offers viewers a unique opportunity to experience Times Square in a new light and share in a moment of personal reflection and empathy amidst the hyperactivity of the district, the website continued. Yet the statue has sparked online mockery as its woke messaging is dragged. Woo! Pigeons will love it, Mayor. Yes. Yes, exactly. One user on X wrote, "How does this statue erected in Times Square confront perceived notions of identity and representation? It's just some obnoxious looking overweight Black woman. It's reinforcing those preconceived notions." So basically what all of you said already, right? Oh my God. Oh my God. What a bunch of BS. Yes, Mayor. Tina says Black folks are born Black, not Democrat. Yes, Tina. John, the artist much watch a lot of Bigfoot shows because he or she hit the mark with their work. Smart answer. You never know. Oh my God. So this is supposed to combat racism. You can't make this stuff up, folks. All right, here we are. How about something that looks less like someone complaining their order wasn't right? Another said. So everything that we've been saying, right? So again, everyone feels like we feel. We're not the only ones that feel this way, right? If I was Black, I'd be, I think the word is PISSE. I'm not sure. So this is supposed to represent Black women, obese and cheap with Walmart clothes, one commented. Oh my God. Another declared that the statue only reinforces the fat, impatient Black woman stereotype. Why erect a statue with resting B face? You know what the B stands for. That wants to speak to the manager, one wrote. I don't know why everyone else is freaking out, but personally, I find it odd that they're putting up a statue, something used normally to elevate or commemorate a person who has accomplished something great, but they're doing it this time with someone who isn't known for any accomplishment, one comment said. The message seems to be to praise her for her immutable characteristics rather than her character, and I find that troubling. They continue. So this has been all over social media all day. Many comments took issue with the apparent reinforcing of stereotypes that the statue is intending to counter. Remember now, they said they're using it's supposed to combat racism. Oh God, I gotta read these comments. John, notice how people don't take pictures with her, too scared to get too close, it might bite. Yeah, Ruby. How you doing, Aurelia? Hit the like button, dear. That statue is an advertisement for Ozempic weight loss injection. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Darnell just joined the chat. Darnell, yes, it does look like Big Tish. OMG. They will never admit it. That's exactly as soon as I saw that statue. How you doing, Bubba Chevy? That's exactly who I thought about. Bubba's laughing. Bubba, hit that like button, dear. Hit that subscribe button too. We're glad you're here. Chris, how much of the cost to build that could have helped the community in other ways? Yeah, that's it. This is supposed to combat racism. What a joke. You just wasted more taxpayer money for this crap. Just so you could say, well, we have a Black statue here, with these white men here. Who gives a care? Oh my God, Mayor, they went to the petite section at Walmart. Woo! She looks like, yeah, she does. Vandalism will be on it. Watch. You're probably right, smart answer. Bubba, I think this is your first time here. Welcome. We have a statue of MLK. It's a great statue, but Big Tish is nothing but a joke. Yes, Chubbs. Oh my God. In her depiction, one recognizes a shared humanity, yet the contrapasso pose of her body and the ease of her stance is a subtle nod to Michelangelo's day. Now, that who came up with that crap? Michelangelo. Oh my God. Yeah, so yeah, and those that just joined, the title of it is Grounded in the Stars. And so they had to put a black statue there because they have these white males, and we know how the left feels about white males. Hit the like button for me, folks. So I had to share that with you. I can't with these people anymore. What the heck? So what are your thoughts? Imagine someone put that in front of your house. Like, come on. Oh my God, I'd call immediately and have it removed. So what are your thoughts, folks? I gave you my review. I think it's ludicrous. I think it's mockery. All of and like I said, I don't feel bad with my opinion. Everyone, I looked at several videos today. No one likes this statue. No one. So tell me what you think. Tell me what your thoughts are. You know I have to take you to TikTok. TikTok. I called it TikTok, but it's TikTok. Yeah, if I were a New Yorker, I would say, please take this monstrosity down. Aurelia, she looks, yes, look, Aurelia's just joined the chat. That's what it looks like. Ruby said shared humanity, more like a shared played the chitlins. Ruby, oh my God. Tijuana Border Jumper, thank you so much for the super chat. Tijuana said, and some hearts for you, love. If it is homage to Michelangelo, shouldn't it be nude? Tijuana, we just had our dinner. We can't. No. No, they wouldn't be able to sell any more food at Times Square. Oh my God. Oh, I knew this chat was going to be naughty. I knew it. Oh my God. Let me share this. Oh boy, I'm weak. Oh my God. Let me go to TikTok. Oh Jesus. Oh my God. Woo. Let's see where we are here. All right.
At 12 feet tall, in the middle of Times Square, stands a bronze sculpture of a young woman. The sculpture, created by artist Thomas Price, was unveiled at Duffy Square last week, and in just a matter of days, it has stopped hundreds in their tracks. Who is she? Well, technically, she's whoever you want her to be. The piece is part of a series called Grounded in the Stars, which Gene Cooney, director of Times Square Art, says confronts preconceived notions of identity and representation.
To have this work.
All right, we're not listening to her anymore. I wanted to bring you to the comment section on this video. I mean, they are lighting this up on TikTok. Symbolism of food stamps and baby daddy checks. And just look at these comments. More liberal BS, Section 8 queen. So all of these negative stereotypes. Yeah, it's got to be. Right, Tina? Chris, be nice to Mikey the turtle. Cowabunga. Okay. DJ, how you doing? It's a sin to look upon someone's nudity. Burns the retina. Yes, but DJ, hit the like button, dear. See, look, and this makes too much sense. See, that's why I wanted you to see these comments, folks. Why not? Okay, what about the women? The Hidden Figures, black women. Again, why not Harriet Tubman? Why the heck would they do this? But again, it's to mock you, to laugh at you, to ridicule you. Look at Reed. Can you see these comments, folks? Oh my God. No one likes it. And then you have some Kamala voters saying all the racists in these comments. So of course, you know how that goes. If you say anything negative. Oh, Chris, you agree? Yes, Tina. I love you too, Tina. Oh my God. Look at this. Please lay down a KFC offering at her feet. We owe it to her. Oh my God. Smart answer. Looks unattractive, unemployed, looks needy. Right. Oh God. Where are her 6 kids? This isn't complimentary. A black full-figured woman got the world talking. True beauty. Is New York trying to embarrass California? Look at this one. Oh my God. Our Lady of the Perpetually Angry. Woo! Right hand, U.S. Army. Put a pair of handcuffs on her. Hey, all stereotypes. Oh my God. Mayor, I'm not sure, but good thing there are no dogs around the statue. They'd be smiling. Yes, new hydrant. And this one, New York would put that up, a statue of EBT and 5 fatherless kids, letting us know where our taxes are going. Yeah, this is what they're doing with your tax money. Right, and look at this. This is something the leftists won't do. Look at this. Why not a successful black woman to empower other black women to work hard and succeed? So again, another stupid lib turd stunt. Yeah, this preview of a new horror movie. Look at this. We aren't the only ones that think that's. Look at this. Is this Letitia? Look at this. Oh my God. Woo. Oh, what? No one likes this statue.
When you thought this woke stuff was over and done with, a 12-foot statue. Not just any 12-foot statue, but a 12-foot bronze statue of a unfit black woman with braids. Doesn't look like she's wearing a brassiere, and just there. But I'm not surprised. And I find it very hypocritical because liberals went on a rampage going through the southern states, removing statues of historical figures.
Yep.
Historical.
Yep.
Whether they were, racist or not, they were still historical. They were still statues that belonged to those states. And I believe the backstory behind this woman here is that there was some statues of white males in Times Square. So this woke group, I'm sure with taxpayers' money, came and erected this large statue of this bronze fat black woman, as if beauty is subjective. For what reason? Your guess is as good as mine. But this is the woke left, ladies and gentlemen, at its finest. And I'm trying to hold my tongue because, they just updated the community guidelines, so I don't want to get any violations. But New York, what are we doing? What are we doing? Come on.
Okay, so and look at these comments, folks. Did EBT pay for the extra bronze used for her plus size? Oh my God. If you want to laugh tonight, folks, and you don't have anything to do, go on TikTok and type in 12-foot bronze statue and you can look at the videos, but the funniest thing are the comments. Mayor says it's obnoxious. Oh my God. Oh boy. So look at these comments. Look at this. Looks like a weight loss ad. Cleanup woman. Wow, a talking Oreo. Okay. What is this supposed to stand for but a beautiful queen? So this is a Kamala voter. What organization put it there? Always offended, never ashamed. Looks like what you see in Walmart on Sunday. Oh my God. Oh, what are your thoughts, folks? Tell me what you think. Tell me your thought process. Missing the bonnet. Oh, there's so many Black women who've changed lives and been role models, but they chose a seemingly mad one. It's screaming, just say something. Yeah, like you say something, I'm gonna knock you out. Oh my God, look at this. I told you, if you need something to laugh at and you have some time, oh my God. Oh Jesus. Go on TikTok. Dr. Marilyn, how are you? Dr. Marilyn, you're just joining us. Dr. Marilyn, this is a disgrace. No one likes this stuff, this statue. Dr. Marilyn, they erected this 12-foot monstrosity in Times Square because there are two statues of two white men, and this is their DEI statue, and they're saying that this is just like David. How you doing, Glenn? Glenn said it can't be Big Tish. Her mouth is closed. Oh my God. Hit the like button, folks. You're making me laugh. Oh my God. Queen Kong. Oh my God. Dr. Sturdivant, they're saying that they're doing this. Oh my God. I Dr. Sturdivant, what's your take on this crap? Oh wow. And no one likes it. No one. Oh my God. People are like, what the heck is this? All right, let me see what someone else is saying here. But most people are like, what the hey?
This don't really affect my life one way or another, other than to ask why and laugh at it. New York City, they erected a 12-foot tall plus size, I guess, Black woman statue right in the middle of Times Square because apparently she ate all the big apples and they needed to honor that or something. I mean, forget public safety or clean sidewalks or homelessness or raping, corpses on a train. They got a tribute to Lizzo's long lost cousin standing like the final boss of body positivity. I don't care about art expression, celebrating people of all shapes and sizes. That's not what this is. This is identity politics. You know it good and well. But I mean, somebody sat in city planning and said, you know what we need? We need a 12-foot tribute to diabetes. I mean, that's not a statue. That's cholesterol warning. And I mean, Times Square is nuts enough with, bootleg Spider-Man and naked cowboys and people trying to sell you mixtapes that they burned in 2007. Oh, and murder. But now you got the spirit of obesity as a permanent fixture. Listen, common sense, man. You got rats in that town the size of Labrador retrievers. You got subway cars that smell like death and regret, and rent that's so high I give you a nosebleed. And what gets budgeted? A towering celebration and tribute to morbidity. I'm telling you, you do what you want to do. New York, y'all are off the tracks, dude.
Oh my God. Oh boy. Representing SNAP in Z formation, welfare lady. Who signed off on this? It's ironic. This statue represents exactly what they did not want it to represent. Exactly. Dr. Marilyn, let me see. Dr. Marilyn said that is weird and for pigeons to poop on, shaking my head. Ruby said maybe she is stress eating since Cam lost. U.S. Army, I can't tell you my thoughts. When I look at that statue, my brain shuts down in protective mode. Woo! Oh my God. Oh, geez. Oh, wow. Yeah, so this is trending, of course, on TikTok, and let me see what he's saying.
I present to you as me, the artist, Francois LP El Negro. The piece is called What You Talk About. You got me fucked up, got me all the way fucked up. I ain't gonna do shit. I ain't gonna pay for shit. I gonna call the cops on you. You ain't gonna tell me nothing. You ain't gonna tell me what.
Where's the lie? With that look on her face, right?
You how? Fuck you how? Racist how?
Yeah. Let me see. Look at this. So look at this. With that, he's talking about that look on her face, that scowl that we've been talking about. And look at this right here. I'm embarrassed as a Black woman. Your mama's so fat they painted her bras and put. bronze and put her in Times Square. Not the mama joke here. And here's someone, we are never satisfied. It wouldn't matter if she looked like this or that. Everyone will talk trash. That's another loony. Name of the statue is Loud and Wrong. Tribute to baby mamas everywhere. Whoever did this statue is wilding. Oh my God. Oh, taxpayer. Yeah. So you see what they're saying. Go on TikTok. This is hilarious. Don't need real ID. Got a military ID. Trumpet. Get it. Yeah. Smart answer. If you want a car payment, $20,900. If you want a real, pay that same price. Don't need that one. Okay. Oh my God. Yeah. So a brand new statue, Ben Shapiro.
In Times Square, it's 12 feet tall. Well, it appears to be a slightly to moderately overweight black woman wearing jeans that are too tight for her, a t-shirt that she got at Walmart, and staring angrily at the cashier at CVS. That's what it is. There's nothing about this that is aspirational. There's nothing about this that is inspiring. This person is completely anonymous. We have no idea what makes her a hero or heroine. Apparently, just being kind of grumpy in front of a TSA agent is enough to make you one of the heroes of American society. The statue was meant to be a stark contrast to two other statues in Duffy Square of Father Francis Duffy and George M. Cohan. George M. Cohan's statue, of course, is a tribute to the founder of the Great White Way, Broadway, George M. Cohan. Father Duffy was a Canadian-American soldier, a Catholic priest, and a military chaplain who served in the 69th Infantry Regiment. And he served on the Western Front in France during World War I. So Duffy Square is named for him. So these are actual, kind of heroic and world-changing figures. And this is meant to be a contrast because this person is just a person who might need a dose of Ozempic and apparently is kind of frumpy and mad and uninspiring. The work was created with the idea of disrupting traditional ideas. Always, when the left is constantly attempting to disrupt traditional idea, maybe the traditional idea is good. Like you should have to do something heroic for us to build you a statue. I do understand that for the left, every hero of the past is actually a villain, and the only person who you could put up a statue to is a person who's completely anonymous, has no background, no bad social media posts, and never did anything. So there is a brand new statue in Times Square. It's 12 feet tall.
All right. Tijuana Border Jumper, thank you for the super chat. Best comment so far was everything they didn't want it to represent. It represent bingo. Yeah, exactly. So what they said they were trying to do, well, it didn't work. It did not work.
So this has been on my newsfeed today. New York City just unveiled a new statue of a black woman in Times Square, and some people don't like it. Guess what, y'all? Tough cookie, because guess what? It looks good. I love it. Strong black woman.
You know who he voted for?
She's waiting for her kids off that school bus. You know what I'm saying? Like she looks like she's about to get the bus driver. Her business. Like, don't be playing with my kids. My kids about to get off that school bus on time. I love that look. Love it. Strong black woman look. I ain't got no problem with it. Do you, girl?
Again, you know who he voted for. Oh my God.
Have y'all seen the statue or heard about the statue in Times Square? Shout out to, I believe his name is Thomas Price. He's a sculpturist, artist, or whatever you want to call it. But y'all, on another app, I saw people, they were having some disturbing comments. I don't know why people dislike black women so much. But if you are a black woman, identify as a black woman, love a black woman, support black women, we appreciate you. We love you. Y'all, that's that.
We know who she voted for. So there are some people who don't know that it's you know. But yeah. Oh my God. Wow.
The middle of Times Square. Although I do really appreciate y'all putting me in the middle of Times Square, y'all could have did me, a better look. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is my go to the grocery store look. You know what I'm saying? This is my wake up and throw something on so I can go grab the mail look. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is my, oh shit, you got to run to the store and grab some toothpaste because you forgot it look. This is not the look that I wanted.
This crazy person here is saying that the statue is of her. Look. Oh boy.
belly shirt because you know they only for bitches with bellies. Maybe a
Okay, we just had our dinner. We don't need to see no more her. But she's saying it's her. Monique, I'm in New York, so I'm not shocked. Yeah, yeah. If you have some time, go on TikTok and check this out. Type in 12-foot statue. And if you're depressed or sad and you need to laugh at something, OMG. Yeah. This is what they're doing to combat racism. It's what they're saying anyway. So I just wanted to share that with you folks. Oh my God. You can't make this stuff up. And I will be on. That's all I had for you. Mayor, you're going on. Yeah, it's on X too. I haven't had time to get back on there. But yeah, it's on X. But most of the people like us that have more than 2 brain cells know that it's a mockery and it's nothing to be proud of. But again, now some of the Kamala voters, okay, they're up, oh, this is so wonderful. And they just don't know God. What did they used to say in the South? The old people used to say, bless their heart. Tijuana Border Jumper, thank you. John, good night. Chubb, good night. Thank you for stopping in. I enjoyed all of you. Yeah. So tomorrow, I'll be on. And I'll be on camera, Chubbs. Because I'll have a little more time to get things together. And yeah, I'll just, I'm always on screen on Fridays. And Dr. Marilyn, yes, it's a mockery. God, what's wrong with these people that don't realize it? My God, I mean, come on. That's why I said, people who have more than 2 brain cells know the deal and know what's actually going on. Tijuana, it is slander. It reinforces every negative stereotype that they say they're trying to combat. And they did that just because there are 2 white men there, 2 white statues of 2 white men. And because there was no statue of a black person, oh my God, the world's going to end. Vipa, how you doing? How you doing, Riz? Is that a gorilla or a chimpanzee? I don't know. Chubb said King Kong. Where are we? It's celebratory. Vipa, you just joined. As soon as I saw that, I thought of Big Tish. Yes. As soon as I saw it. Riz says, no, it's a fat mansy. Hit the like button for me, Vipa and Riz. And if you're enjoying the content, hey, hit the subscribe button. Make sure it's on all notifications. I'm glad you're here. Oh my God, I enjoyed this. I needed a laugh, and God knows you gave me a laugh. Riz says, I'm not an expert, but look like an overweight. Chubb said King Kong. If libel is written and slander is verbal, okay, we can all laugh at it. Yes, Tijuana. I tell people I'm a Generation Xer. You can't hurt my feelings. Someone left a comment the other day telling me I was horrible and I was a horrible teacher just because they didn't like my point of view. When I give you my review. And tell me I was horrible. I was like, okay, thank you for stopping by the channel. You're not going, I don't get upset. I don't care. Beverly, Beverly, you need to go back. This chat was off the chain as usual. Laurie, I gotta send Laurie some kitty cats because she has the little kitties in the box. Please go back and look at what we said because I'm getting ready to get off now. But I want you to watch the videos and you tell me who that looks like. That looks like, as soon as I saw that statue, I said, that looks like Big Tish. And I'll come back If you leave me comments, I will respond. You tell me who that statue looks like to you. Mayor, I am. I tell people, people leave comments. I guess they think I'm going to get angry and upset. I'm not. I don't. Very fattening. Okay. Big Tish. Yes, Tijuana. Big Tish, Big Tush. Yes. And I enjoyed all of you. Oh, yes. I will be here tomorrow evening, probably 6:30, 7 o'clock. Yes, Beverly. Beverly said it does look like Letitia James. Dr. Marilyn, please, yes, look at the videos that I shared. I looked at other YouTubers today. Everyone says the same thing. This is not flattering. This is a mockery. No one likes it except for a few Kamala supporters. It's here. They ain't fooling no one. Yes. King Kong White. Oh my God. King Kong's wife. Chubbs, please behave. Oh my God. I love this. And we'll be back tomorrow. And don't you ever stop thinking about tomorrow, because you know I'll be back. I enjoyed you. So I'm going to end it now. You know where I'm going. I'm going straight to the comment section, and I'll stay there as long as you're here. Thank you again. Yes, it is ugly. Thank you again for spending your very valuable time here at the Rollins Reviews YouTube channel. I'm coming to talk to you now.